There was a moment, quiet, almost invisible, when something in you changed. No announcement, no confrontation, no dramatic exit. You simply stopped explaining. And that's when you became dangerous. Explaining was never clarity, it was permission. For a long time, you thought explaining yourself meant being understood. You believed that if you just said it better, people would finally see your intentions. But explanations aren't about truth, they're about approval. Every time you explained your choices, you handed power away. You invited opinions, you allowed debate over decisions that were never meant to be negotiated. The moment you stopped explaining, something shifted. People felt it, even if they couldn't name it. Silence exposed who needed control. When you stopped justifying your moves, some people grew uncomfortable, not because you were wrong, but because they could no longer manage you. Your silence removed their leverage. No more emotional hooks, no more reassurance loops, no more access to your internal world. You didn't argue, you didn't defend, you moved. And that unnerved them, because control depends on reaction, and you stopped reacting. You realized strength doesn't ask to be understood. Powerful men don't over-explain. They act with alignment, not apology. You learned that the right people don't need explanations, the wrong people don't deserve them, and clarity doesn't require consensus. Once you understood this, your behavior changed. Your words became fewer, your decisions became firmer, your presence became heavier. Not loud, not aggressive, unavoidable. They felt the shift before they understood it. People started treating you differently. Some leaned in, curious. Some backed away, threatened. Some tried to provoke you back into the old version of yourself, but you didn't return. You had learned the truth most never do. When you stop explaining, you force others to reveal themselves. Those who respected you stayed. Those who relied on access disappeared. Those who thrived on your uncertainty lost interest, and you felt lighter. Silence became your filter. You no longer felt the urge to correct misunderstandings. You no longer chased closure. You no longer needed everyone on board. You let people guess. And in those guesses, you saw who projected, who assumed, and who truly observed. Silence stopped being a defense. It became selection. Only those capable of depth could stand in it. Why this makes you dangerous? A man who doesn't explain cannot be rushed, cannot be emotionally cornered, cannot be easily manipulated. He doesn't leak intent, he doesn't telegraph insecurity, he doesn't seek permission to exist. He moves with quiet certainty, and systems built on noise, reaction, and validation fear that. Final truth. You didn't become cold, you became clear. You didn't shut people out, you stopped letting them in without purpose. You didn't lose your voice, you learned when not to use it. And that's why you're dangerous now. Not because you threaten others, but because you no longer need them to understand you in order to move. You stopped explaining, and the world had to adjust.